The AFC West, Big Baby Sports. Welcome to the AFC Connection, your go-to source for in-depth.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Baby here from Big Baby Sports and Boat Zone, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for bringing you the post-game show versus the Chargers and Denver Broncos. As the Chargers win by 23-20, man. It was a grind-out game. It was a competitive battle by the Denver Broncos, man. Gotta give it to where it was a good game, but Chargers ended up winning the game. That improved to 3-0 in the season. We beat every team in the AFC West. We beat the Raiders, beat the Chiefs, and the Broncos. 3-0 in the division. This is a big time. You know what I mean? Big time improvement for the LA Chargers. 3-0 in the division, beating 3 teams. You feel me? Like, this Charger team is not the same old Chargers. Justin Herbert did his thing tonight. I know he had that pick earlier, but he redeemed himself in late-time situation. And I know that Chargers offensive line gave 5 sacks, but when we needed to the most, our O-line protected when we needed to, and we got the necessary stops that we need to. This Charger team, man, is a great team. They're a talented team, you know. But there's some injuries on the back end O-line. But shout out to Denver, man. They played a hell of a game. We'll see you down the line. Bo Nix had 14 out of 25, 153 yards, and a touchdown, 2 sacks. We sacked him 2 times. J.K. Dobbins, former LA Charger, ended up carrying the ball 83 times and a touchdown. Longest run was 41. And Chargers got stops when we needed to. You know what I mean? This is the first time we're 3-0 since 2002. Since 2002 when we had LT, Phillip Rivers, and those boys. Sean Merriman, lights out Sean Merriman. We haven't been 3-0 in the division. And I said this before coming to the season. In order to beat the Chiefs, in order to take the division, you got to take it early. So far, we're taking it early. And I don't care what anybody says. This is a good improvement from last year. We're better than the Raiders. We're damn sure better than the Las Vegas Raiders. So far, Denver Broncos and Kansas City Chiefs. You know, Kansas City plays tonight. We'll see how they do. You know? Shout out to Lakers all day. Great win. LOL, my Dolphins. Yeah. Hey, man. You guys should have. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Miami Dolphins, for picking tongue two all of Aloha. Shout out to you. Thank you for getting us Justin Herbert, man. What up, Michael? Hey, we play your Giants next week, bro. It's gonna be a battle, man. Even though they're probably gonna. I got the Giants winning tonight, but we'll see, man. 3-0, but it's gonna be a battle. You know, to get to 4-0, you gotta get to 3-0. So, shout out to the Chargers, man. Shout out to Justin Herbert, man. 28 out of 47, 300 yards, and a touchdown interception. But we got sacked 5 times. You know what I mean? Chargers gave up the O-line wasn't doing good this game. 5 sacks. Gave it up, but hey, it happens. It's a grind-out game. We knew this game was going to be easy for LA Chargers. We knew that Denver was going to come in here and be a competitive battle. It's a 60 minutes, not 30 minutes of football. 60 minutes. There's going to be uphill battle. Chargers were up 10-0. Denver scored coming out before halftime, and it was a back-and-forth game. You know what I mean? So the Chargers are a team that can continue to build upon these wins, continue to stack wins, you know, and I liked it. You know, shout out to Derwin James. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's like Chargers are a great team, and Chargers are 3-0 because I guarantee you, if the Raiders were 3-0, if the Chiefs were 3-0, the Broncos, everybody of those fandoms will be talking about the Chargers. So Chargers have every right to talk shit to all the other fans, like the Raiders and the Chiefs and the Broncos. We're 3-0 in the division. By notes early, but still, it's a great way to start, and I want to see us continue to improve upon these games for moving forward. You feel me? Like, this Charger team is great. You know what I mean? What's going on, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights, man? What's going on, player? You know what I mean? We're 3-0 on the season. You know? I'll take it. I'll take 3-0 over 1-2. Las Vegas Raiders 1-2. They got their ass kicked. You feel me? You know what I mean? So, Chargers, it was a battle, but Chargers got stops when we needed to. The LA Chargers got stops when we needed to. That 3rd and 10, Bo Nix threw it. Receiver didn't catch it on the 3rd and 10. Got stops when we needed to. Derwin James played a great game today. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, I liked what we did tonight. I like what we did from first half of offense. Chargers O-line couldn't protect. You know, it was a grind that game. 60 minutes of football. And that's what's going to happen. And if I don't care, like I said, I don't care if I win by 1 point, 3 points, 0 points. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's going on? ZSN, what's going on? My Broncos suck. But hey, no, your team did great. You know, just that Chargers defense gotten timely stops when we need to. Derwin James played a great game. Derwin James, Talib Steele, you know. Amari Hampton had a great game today. Let me see here. Running, where's the running? Yeah, 19 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown. His longest run was 11. Keenan Allen did great. 7 receptions, 65 yards, and a touchdown. Shout out to Keenan Allen. That's 3 touchdowns on the season for him coming back. And shout out to a tight end that just got signed for a rookie from Syracuse. Ojan Grayson III had a big play down the stretch. 5 catches, 46 yards, 9.2 average. You know, and also Quentin Johnston, 6 receptions, 89 yards, and almost a touchdown. But he averages 14.8 average. But shout out to the Chargers, man. Shout out to Derwin James, solo tackles. He had 10, and he had a sack. Quarterback hits, 1 for Derwin James. Tony Jefferson, Deion Hanley, they did great. They're flying around the football. They were turning up. You feel me? They were turning up on the defense when we needed to. We got stops. We needed those big-time stops. And that's what I said. I said this. If the Chargers get a stop, we're going to win the game. And that's what we did. We got the necessary stops, and this shows big times improvement. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's just like, you feel me? We got the stop that we needed to. It's, you know what I mean? Chargers got the stop. We got Tommy stops. Justin Herbert in the big time moment, execute when we needed to. Got it to Keenan Allen. Got to Lad McConkey. Got it to our tight end, Amari Hampton. So we needed the necessary stops down the stretch, and we did. And that's what happens. That's what happens when the Chargers get execution down the stretch. And I liked what we did. Down the stretch in that fourth quarter. So it's just like, I just feel like the Chargers have improved since that playoff loss. The Chargers have improved since that playoff loss to the Houston Texans. We said, you know what? We got our ass kicked in the playoffs. Okay. We're going to use that ass whooping to piss us off and move on to the next season and get better. And that's what we did. The LA Chargers, I've seen a different Charger team that I've seen in a long time. I see a Charger team that's focused, pissed off, angry. I see a Charger team that's hungry, that wants it. You feel me? I like the Chargers. The Chargers, man, they look like they're a different team out there. You know what I mean? The Chargers have an opportunity to take this division. We're up 3-0 in the division. But what I saw from this Charger defense in that fourth quarter, hungry, tenacity, desire. Because there was a couple times the Chargers defense was out. The Chargers offense wasn't going, but the Chargers defense was stopping. So Chargers offense said, you know what, defense? You got us to stop, and then now go rest. We got you. You feel me? So it's just like, it's all good. It's 3-0. But I do want to see improvement. The O-line got bullied tonight. They got bullied tonight, ain't gonna lie. Chargers O-line got bullied. You know, giving up 5 sacks, you cannot do that in the NFL. What's football, you know? You know? You know? Hold on, hit that like button. But it's all up to my Raider fans that would always talk shit all year. But I'm talking now. I don't give a fuck. You know, Quentin Johnston, man, has improved, man. We got to give it where it's due. Shout out to Quentin Johnston, man. Big and time improvement. You know what I mean? The big and time improvement from Quentin Johnston from last year this year. I see a big time element. He caught a great pass. There's a couple times where Herbert overthrew it, but Justin Herbert, great. Quentin Johnston even better as far as improvement from last year to this year. I saw a big time improvement from him. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I love it. I love it. You feel me? From this Charger team, it's 3-0, but Chargers O-line gave up 5 sacks. That cannot happen. Cannot do that. But Joe Alt gave up a sack. But that's what happens with Denver defense, one of the best defensive teams in the league. But Chargers got stops when we needed to. And Justin Herbert kind of struggled tonight, but he threw that pick. And I said, Justin Herbert's going to learn from this. And that's what he did. Raiders suck. I agree with that. Yep, they do. Garbage. But let me see on Denver. Denver did a hell of a job defensively tonight. Let me see here. Yeah, they get 5 sacks. Nick Benito had 2 sacks, one of the best in the league. Brandon Jones had a great tackle on the sack. John Franklin Mason had a sack. He literally pushed our O-line into Justin Herbert. So far, tonight we won from our defense, but overall, if you ask me how the O-line do, our O-line sucked. Giving up 5 sacks. We got bullied tonight. But that's okay. You can learn from it, get better, and move forward. You can learn from this game. Even though you won, you can learn some things. And the Chargers were up 10-0. They gave up a touchdown to start before halftime. It just felt like one of those games where, here we go. Chargers are gonna somehow, they gave up the lead and they ended up. They gave up the lead. They storming back. You know what I mean? They stormed back. You feel me? But that's the Chargers I'm talking about. Winning in those big moments. Winning in big time moments, man. You know what I mean? So it's just like big time moments for the Chargers right here. You get a big time stop in 2 minutes, and you go execute Justin Herbert 300 yards and a touchdown. And there was a play where Justin Herbert was running. He threw it. Nick Benito hit him on the helmet. He said, "And one." Keenan Allen said, "And one." Because guess what? When Keenan Allen says, "Give me the ball," when it needs to, give me the damn ball. And that's what happened. Big time moments. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson, Omar Hampton. The Chargers executed down the stretch when we needed to. When we needed to stop, we got to stop. And when we got a big time defense stop, and what the Chargers defense said, "We got you a stop. Go lead us." And that's what happened. You know what I mean? And the Chargers defense got stopped. Can we just talk about Derwin James? And I'm going to say this here on Big Baby Sports and Bolt Zone. Derwin James is the best safety in the NFL. The way he plays the game of football, his tenacity, his desire. You could put him in linebacker. You could put him at linebacker safety, blitz you. He stepped up tonight when we need to. And that's just Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is out 4 games. He'll be back very soon. So we hope we're holding a 4 down. But Derwin James is the best safety in the NFL. Yes, I said it here first. Shout out to Derwin James. Got big time stop, big time sack in that 4th quarter. We locked it up. And our defense, when the Broncos were about to score in that 4th quarter, Chargers got to stop. We needed to hold them 3 points in that 4th quarter. We got to stop. And Chargers defense came up to big in big time games so far this season. Shout out to Jesse Mentor, one of the best defense coordinators in the game. And if I'm the Chargers, he's potentially head coach in this league. If I'm the Chargers, I'm not letting him walk out that door. Because the way that the Chargers have been playing defense since the moment the season has started, we've been eating. And we have every right to be happy as a team. We're 3-0. We're happy. We're cool. But we need to learn for next game against the New York Football Giants. O-line got to protect Herbert better. And we had 2 turnovers. Travis Davis had a fumble kickoff from punt. Justin Herbert threw a pick, but hey, that pick was thrown when he got blitzed. He threw it, got tipped, picked. It happens. But we learned from it. From that moment, Justin Herbert was executing really well, and I liked it. I liked what we did in that second half. Actually, the 4th quarter I liked the best. That's Charger football, getting back. But I know we're 3-0 in the division. I'm happy, but I'm taking this win, and you know what I mean. I'm happy, but it's time to look at the positives for this game. Omar Hampton did a great game tonight. Scored his touchdown, his first ever season. Shout out to Omar Hampton. Did his thing tonight. Omar Hampton, but here's the thing. Najee Harrison injured himself. It looked like an Achilles injury, y'all. So he might be out for the season. We'll see. At least, but it's still a long season so far. But we're 3-0. And we're 3-0 on the season. You know what I mean? Like I even said it at best. I said if the Chargers come out 2-1, 2-2, I'll be, it's 2-1. It's cool. But ultimate goal is to get to 3-0. And that's what we did. We're 3-0. You know what I mean? Who won that? Oh, I think Yeah, we already know. Jim Harbaugh said preliminary test, indeed a torn Achilles for Najee Harrison. Out for the season? Now you go through your book. Who can you get? Who can you get in a trade or free agent? Because we got we got Najee Harrison for basically J.K. Dobbins. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, so it's just like we got to move forward. Najee Harrison got injured, and now we move forward. He's injured, and it's time to know who we gonna get. You know what I mean? Yep, it's a suffered Achilles. It's unfortunate, but it's football. You know, I knew he got injured as kids once he planted and popped, boom. But we got to look at the phones, so we can go get in trade or go get somebody in the free agency or workout, or bring somebody up from the practice squad. Najee Harris is going to be missed tremendously. But you have a speedy recovery, Najee Harrison. We'll look for you next year. Hopefully you come back. If not, then good luck to you next to the Badgers. It sucks that you got injured, man. It really does suck that you got injured. You're a big part of our offense. You're starting to get going, Najee Harrison. But today's game was great. Today's Charger game was crazy. But like I said, this game showed why you should never give up. I know I troll on Twitter and stuff on Big Baby Sports and Bolt Zone on Twitter. Bolt Score Under Zone on Twitter. Let me see. On Twitter it's Bolt underscore zone on YouTube. On Twitter. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, Charger got the win. We're 3-0. But like I said, I want to get better from this. I want to continue to get better, continue to stack wins. We go on the road. But I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I know we got the Giants and we got the Commanders, but guess what? Jaden Daniels didn't play against the Raiders. He'll be back against the Chargers. I'm not worried about that. You know, Justin Herbert completed his final 8 passes, including a touchdown to Keenan Allen and Cameron Digger hit the game winner. You know what I mean? He completed 8 passes. Justin Herbert showed why he's an elite quarterback. You know, down the stretch, throwing it to Keenan Allen, throwing it to Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson. He got it going in that fourth quarter, in that 2-minute drive. And that's what you need. You know what I mean? And, Chargers are like, I know you got the Ravens. I know you got the Bills, but we're climbing up to be neck and neck with them. We got the Eagles coming up soon. We got the Cowboys. We got a long list of games coming up. We got to they stack these wins, man. And the Chargers in that fourth quarter, I know our O-line got punked, but defensive line in that fourth quarter punked the Denver Broncos. We battled 60 minutes, man. 60 minutes of football, y'all. You know what I mean? You can never give up 60 minutes of football. 30 minutes, no. 60 minutes. You fight until the end. Get necessary stops, y'all. I'm proud of the Chargers. Man, Jim Harbaugh, man. I'm telling you, I said this on my last podcast. Jim Harbaugh is a win. He changes cultures, like I said. He changes cultures at San Diego State or San Diego College, 49ers, Michigan, Chargers. He's changing our culture. People think I'm crazy, but he's bringing a winning attitude to this organization and bringing a winning mindset to this team. We don't have a Brandon Staley anymore or Anthony Lynn. We don't have those type of coaches anymore. We have a coach that knows what it takes to win. We have not had that since Marty Schottenheimer. We have not had that mindset of a coach since Marty Schottenheimer. So the Chargers are all the stuff that Jim Harbaugh is preaching to the Chargers is implementing from what he's preaching onto the field. And the Chargers are winning. And I love it. Because usually you have Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn, horrible play calling by Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn, all those coaches we had, but now we have a coach that knows how to win. He's won before. He got to his team to the Super Bowl. He got to his team in college a national championship. So he can win in a higher level. He can. So all those people that talk messes at Jim Harbaugh, quit crying. Jim Harbaugh is a winner, and Justin Herbert is a winner as well. This team is winning in big-time moments so far this season. Getting big-time stops, getting game-winning field goals. We're improving. It's a big-time improvement from last year. This is year 2 with Harbaugh. So we are doing the right thing so far with Jim Harbaugh, and I love it. Jim Harbaugh Shout out to Dean Spano. Shout out to the Chargers organization for going to get Jim Harbaugh. You know what I mean? I love it. So Chargers, go continue to play better. Go continue to get wins, and go make Jim Harbaugh proud. Go make this Charger team proud, man. Like this Charger team, I feel the same. I feel like how we did in 2008 with the Sean Merriman. You know, this feels like a Marty Schottenhauer team. This Charger team, with Jim Harbaugh's preaching this team, it feels like a Marty Schottenheimer team. Jim Harbaugh will lead us as a coach. He's one of the best coaches in the league. People got to keep sleeping on his Chargers, man. Like, come on, we're gonna have respect, man. Like, no Raider fan can talk shit. No Raider fan can talk to me. No Bronco fan, no Chiefs fan. We whooped y'all. We're 3-0 in the division. Come on now. Like, we're up in the division. Let's talk about it. This has not happened with Patrick Mahomes in the division. So the Chargers say, you know what? I even said this before the season started, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that damn like button, bro. I even said this. If the Chargers want to win the division, you have to grab it and hold it by the throat. And don't let it go. Because I'm sick and tired of the Kansas City Chiefs winning it every year. But I hope the Chiefs lose tonight so they could be 0-3. That'd be perfect to end the night. Raiders lost tonight. Raiders got their ass kicked. Broncos got their ass kicked by 3. If the Chiefs lose tonight, then it'll be the best time for the Chargers. Every team in the division loses but us. We're 3-0. So we have to build upon this win. We have to learn from it, get better, and move forward. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this here. What I see from this Chargers is a team that can win any type of way. Grind out game from defense, turn up offense when they need to go get a score. This Charger team has all the complete package to go far. Oh, big baby, you're going to crit. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing the first 3 weeks of the season because everybody talks about what they see. The first 3 weeks don't matter. But if the Chargers were 0-3 or 1-1 or 2-2, then that's when everybody would be like, oh, I see an eye test. They're not. This Charger team is mentally battle tested, and they've been playing better, and I love it. You know what I mean? But a win's a win, y'all. I'll take it. I'll take this win, 3-0. We got the Giants on Sunday morning, and we got the Giants and the Commanders, and I think we got. Let me see here. Let me look at the Chargers schedule. Hold on. But yeah, but it was crazy games today. Let me look at that Saints score real quick. Jeez. Damn. Yeah, GG's, Saints. GG's. It's over with, coach. So we got the Commanders. Then we got the Giants, Commanders, and Dolphins. And then we got the Colts. So we got you bullet point material. One of the linebackers on Colts was talking shit about Justin Herbert. Okay. I put on the material. We're going after the linebacker. James Franklin was talking about Justin Herbert. So we'll see. We'll see you down the line. You know, and then we got the Eagles. We got some game. I know we're 3-0 in the division, but I want revenge on the Houston Texans. That's what game I'm circling. But they're 0-3. So kudos to you. But yeah, man, like I said, my bold prediction, man, Jim Harbaugh will win Coach of the Year. And Chargers will win the division. And here's the thing. If I'm the Chargers, fuck me in the division. Get the division and try to go get a fucking home field advantage. You know what I mean? Like, go get that shit. You know? So let me read you something. Go get home field advantage and get a first round bye. But here, let me read you something about Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has thrown for 860 yards with 6 touchdowns and interceptions in the first 3 games this season. Most improved start. The Chargers have the first 3-0 start in the last 23 years. 3+ divisions wins. Safe to say, yep, they are. You know, the Chargers are a top 3 team in the NFL. You got the Eagles, the Bills, Chargers. Or you can throw in the Ravens and you know what I mean? The Chargers are a great team, man. They are. See, you know? So the Chargers are top of the, you know? But it was Justin, yeah, like that play to it was with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Justin Herbert on a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert was scrambling, all about the sack. He threw it to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's been balling, bro, since he got back with the Chargers. You know what I mean? It's West Side. It's LA Chargers, baby. Let's get it. But until then, LA Charger fans and Bolt Zone fans, everybody that's on here on my Big Baby Sports, go subscribe to my new channel, The Bolt Zone. It's right here. I'm gonna type in the comments. Hold on. But shout out to the Chargers, man. Shout out to the LA Chargers. Hold on. So let me see. But yeah, man. So the Chargers gotta. So this is my new channel right here, The Bolt Zone. Go subscribe there. Go subscribe to that channel, man. Everybody that's watching me on my Big Baby Sports channel and Twitter, go subscribe to Bolt Zone. I'm gonna talk Chargers on this channel as well as Lakers on that one. Both I do both on both channels, but this one right here is mostly Charger content as well. So make sure you guys go subscribe to that channel and more. You know what I mean? Let me see. I'm gonna hit some things real quick. But LA Charger fans and Bolt Zone fans, this has been your boy Big Baby. And who has got it possibly better than us? Nobody. Bring it down. High five. Go Chargers, baby. Bolts up, baby.